Hey guys, this is Phil Better. We're going to do a couch review, the new series on the Phil Better Show. So let's get into it. Hey guys, Phil Better here, and of course, this is a new series I'm starting. It's called the Couch Review. So it's pretty simple. I sit on my couch, as you can see, and I review something. Pretty much that's it. So this week, I'm reviewing episode 1 and 2 of The Mandalorian. Now, you could be wondering, Phil, why you're doing this? I'll tell you really simple. I just want to create more content for YouTube. I enjoy it. I like giving my opinion on stuff. So without further ado, let's get into it. So, Mandalorian episode 1, oh my god, it was fantastic. It gave me feels of a Sierra Leone spaghetti western. There was constant action. You got this feeling of a lone gunman just going across the universe, and I just loved every single moment of it. There was action in the beginning, action in the middle, and action at the end, and a twist at the end that I loved. Now, you've probably already heard what the twist is, given that this is the internet, so it was out within days. But the twist is Baby Yoda. Not specifically Yoda, but Yoda species. Baby. Theoretically, 50 years old, but a baby for their species because you know how long they live. Now, the first set of action when you get introduced to the Mandalorian, it's great. You're in this grimy bar, feels 100% like Star Wars. Something we've been missing with the last Star Wars movies, or people have been complaining about. Personally, for me, I loved The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. Now, I'm in the minority, but this isn't about those movies. This is about The Mandalorian. So, you have him come in. He's just there. You feel his presence. You know what he is. But unlike Boba Fett and Jango Fett, he may be 100% Mandalorian. Now, if you don't know anything about Mandalorians, it's fine. You can look it up on YouTube. Just Google Star Wars Mandalorian species and you'll get a whole thing on it. Apparently there was a war, whatever, between the Jedis and them. But that's not here nor there. This is specifically about this character. Now, I feel like he's like a Clint Eastwood type character, lone gunman, does everything by himself. However, by the end of the first episode, you see a switch in it. There's this tender moment between him and Baby Yoda. I'm calling him Baby Yoda for now, just until I can figure out his species. And it's tender, it's great. And it's interesting as well. Because you don't see this tenderness in most of the Star Wars stuff. So I was really excited for it. Now, you do get introduced to an IG-88 droid, voiced by Taika Waititi. The dude who directed Thor Ragnarok, What We Did in the Shadows, and Jojo Rabbit. I can't pronounce his name, I never can. On my podcast, which you can link like over here, I think it's going to be over here, or one of the corners, there'll be a link to my podcast, and you can hear me mess up his name constantly. But, oh yeah, I run a podcast called The Phil Better Show. Every Thursday it drops. Anyways, not important. But you get introduced to him, and there's a nice comedic moment between the Mandalorian and him. They're in a firefight, completely outnumbered, and the IG-88 droid, or the IG-10 droid, I think it is, goes, and you've probably seen memes of it, but initiating self-destruct constantly, and you have the Mandalorian going, no, chill bro, chill, we got this. It's hilarious. It's a nice comedic moment in this whole tense situation. And for some reason, the Mandalorian doesn't like droids. I'm hoping they'll explain it later in future episodes. Now, that's pretty much episode 1. You get a nice feel for the character. You don't know everything about the character, but you get a feel for the universe, you get a feel for the world. Now, The Mandalorian takes place between episode 6 and episode 7. So this is after the fall of the Empire. The Republic is slowly coming back, but you don't know what specific time frame. And this is important because I think it's going to actually impact Rise of Skywalker, which is coming out next month. The last episode falls right before Rise of Skywalker comes out. So this is going to be a very interesting series to watch. That's it for episode 1. Episode 2 starts with the Mandalorian just walking. Got this feel like he's just walking through the desert. You have the baby following him in this hover thing. And it's really nice. It's like cinematography-wise, beautiful. Now, there's a bit of action there. You see his prowess fighting hand to hand in that, and it's really good. And you see him against these like sand type people, or no, sorry, other bounty hunters going after Baby Yoda because the bounty is still active, even though he was apparently the only one who took it from the last episode. So he's now protecting his bounty, and you kind of see Baby Yoda at one point try and help him using the Force, but you're like, what is this? And the Mandalorian, just literally like a dad, picking up his child, putting him back to bed. He goes, go to bed. Go to bed. Every time he tries and helps. Later on, in the episode, you find out that the Jawas are here, or a subspecies of Jawas from Tatooine. And you see him having to fight the Jawas, and it's very interesting how prolific he is at fighting them. He ends up losing, but hey, no one's perfect, right? He wakes up, he then goes back to his ship, which is completely destroyed. Or taken apart, really. It's a scrap. So he has to figure out a way to get out. This leads you to learning more about the character that helped him in the first one. So I've spoken. And it's an interesting interaction you have with him as a guy's like, I'm done with helping everybody, I'm only in it for myself. Mandalorian tries and gets him to help him on his ship. They end up going to see the Jawas and discussing what it will take for them to give back his stuff, his ship, his parts. And they say you need to get an egg. And no one knows, the Mandalorian doesn't know what the egg is. Turns out, it's this creature that he has to beat up. And it's this huge thing. And he gets his ass wiped. Except, Baby Yoda uses the Force to lift the thing up. And it's like impressive because you have this little thing, like this big. I swear to God, like this big. Probably about the size of UP here. By the way, huge Has fan. Anyways, about the size of UP here. And he just picks him up, drops him down. Mandalorian stabs him with a blade, pulls out this egg out of the creature, gives it to the Jawas. And this is apparently, I think it's a drug for the Jawas. Don't know. They enjoy it. They crack open the egg and start eating it. Kind of disgusting. Not gonna lie. Then he puts his ship together and flies off. That's the end of the episode. But during the whole time, Baby Yoda's conked out, asleep. So, overall, both these episodes, like, complete the Star Wars universe or add to this universe that Disney has now of it. And I think it's going to only get better and better when other bounty hunters come in. So, for me, episode 1, definitely 9 on 10, easily. Episode 2, bit slower, but it creates more feeling in the universe. So I'm going to give it about a 7 on 10. This whole series is already my number 1 pick. If you don't have Disney or Disney Plus already, if you're not in North America, or I think Australia now has it, somehow try and see it because you will enjoy this movie, this show actually, 110%. It is superb already. I cannot rave enough about how great this show is, and it's only going to get better because you have Jon Favreau behind it, and we all know how great he is. That's it for now. This is the Feel Better Couch Review. Make sure you check us out next week. Not sure how often I'll do this, but for sure, there's going to be more. Oh yeah, check out my podcast, The Feel Better Show. You can contact us on, well, screw that. Subscribe. Hit the bell. Let us know what you think. Also, get us on Instagram, Feel Better Show. Should be popping up somewhere on the screen. Pretty much The Feel Better Show. You can find us at all social medias there. That's it. Thank you for watching. And go see a movie. guys, if you really enjoyed this content, make sure you check out this video. It's the podcast. Or check out this set of videos. It's all the podcast episodes, even some trailer reactions. Make sure you subscribe down below and hit the bell. Share it with a friend, please. And oh yeah, I'm here every week. Do intro.